a Captain Company. Is it? Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We are here for the EFL show. As always, I'm joined by Charlie. Charlie, how are we doing?
Yeah, all good apart from the football, really. Yeah,
I think a lot of people are like that. I'm still waiting to find out if Ollie's lost his job yet.
Oh man, what a game that was!
Oh, it's mad. Do you reckon Zidane will go to United or Conte? I reckon they won't get Conte because the thing is they'll look back at the Jose era and go, "Fuck that, we don't need that." I think they'll go for Zidane or Ten Hag. Makes more sense for the players they've got. If United have truly changed, they will literally avoid Conte. If they have changed those, you know how the whole new DOF and all of that crap, like, oh, we've put football people in charge of football decisions, like that we've changed. It's not Ed Woodward. If they've done that, they're appointing Ten Hag or Zidane.
Well, yeah, well, if it was me, if I was a United fan, I'd actually want Conte.
Nah, he's the complete wrong fit for every player that they've got at that football club, mate. Every player.
But even with Ten Hag, they need people to play out from the back, and
but at least with Ten Hag, they've sort of got the players there that can do what he wants. With Conte, Sancho, Rashford, Greenwood. Well, Greenwood might be okay, can play as a part of a two up front. But Rashford and Sancho are pretty much bye-bye, out the door you go. Don't play with inverted wingers, so out you go. Bye-bye. Yeah. Please leave.
Yeah, the thing is, though,
there is no way that Manchester United are letting Sancho, their marquee signing, to walk out the door. That'll be a catastrophe. Well, yeah, but I think they'll avoid Conte. I think they'll get Ten Hag or Zidane. It makes more sense.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it'd be more likely Zidane. I don't think Ten Hag would leave Ajax. If he was,
I reckon he would.
Because the way they're playing is mad.
Yeah, but I get that, but it's Manchester United. It's fucking Manchester United.
Yeah, but it's a shambles, though. It's a shambles, though.
Yeah, but he's leaving Ajax at the end of the season anyway. He knows that. I reckon, and the one thing that might secure him is Donny. Because I reckon if United were to have a quiet, nice chat with Edwin van der Sar, who still loves United, by the way, and goes, we really need to sort out our manager situation and we really need Ten Hag. Here's 25 million. We'll have Ten Hag, please. It'll be mad. Ollie's going to be sacked. Evening, lads. Evening, Bailey. Evening. Big up the panel. Ollie at the wheel. Keep him simple. He won't stay, Chris, unfortunately for you. Ollie has left Carrington mode. Has he actually? Well, he's probably left work, hasn't he? It's almost... I know players want him. Be nice to see a talented manager like Ten Hag in the Premier League. Yeah, I agree. Look, Ten Hag or Zidane would make more sense, but that's a completely different league, and we don't cover that league. So, in terms of the EFL, I mean, not much better for our clubs. I mean, I know we were held to a draw, but fuck me, it's Morecambe. But we'll get into it. We'll get straight into it, shall we? And we'll start with Argyle, who were held to a 1-1 draw against Morecambe. Just a fucking shambles, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I don't know how many times we're going to go 1-0 down away from home within the first 10 minutes, but can we just stop that for a start? That shit needs to be curtailed right now. I don't want to see it anymore. That's 2 games in a row now. Not impressed by that. Offensively, I thought Morecambe probably dealt with us quite well. I mean, we couldn't really get Hardy into the game, and when you can't get Hardy into a game, or Jeff got into the game, well, that's your fucking attack gone. It was good to see Danny Mayer back on the score sheet. Okay, it was the easiest goal he'll probably ever score in an Argyle shirt, but yeah, it wasn't great. It was a bit shitty, to be completely honest. I wasn't overly impressed by the performance. It's just one of them that, look, it's away from home. It's a 1-1 draw. Other teams around us lost at the weekend, so I'll probably take it, but I do feel that that's probably 2 points dropped. A little frustrating, but we move. Still top of the league, but that is now by goal difference with Wickham. So, yeah, frustrating. Couldn't really get our attack into the game. We need to come up with a plan B, especially considering Morecambe have let in the most goals in the league, I think. So, really disappointing there, and not really much more to say about that, really.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, 2 points dropped. Very, very surprised. But I mean, the thing is, like they have done better at home. Like they've beaten Sheffield Wednesday at home, but still, yeah. If I was a Plymouth fan, I'd be very annoyed. But like you said, if you can't get a win away from home, at least get a point. And
yeah. That I've always said that. Look, if you can't get a win, just take the draw and fucking make sure you win your next home game. Ironically, our next home game is against Ipswich, so big game for us. Ipswich Town fans, I'm not scared of them, mate. Well, I'm not scared of anyone in the league. I barely even respect Ipswich, to be completely honest with you, because they're fans. They're like, oh, we're coming down, it's your cup final. And I was like, right, put yourself back in a box, you absolute fucking twat. Because to be frankly honest, if anyone's going to be our cup final, it will be Pompey or fucking Sunderland, a former Premier League team. You fucking twat. So, he can do one. Ipswich, do they really think they're that big? Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, they may need counselling after that because they're not that big. They're fucking... Okay, cool, you were in the Championship for, like, quite a long time. Whoop-de fucking do. Play Sunderland, they were in the Prem for a very long time. Pompey won an FA Cup. I mean, that's a dockyard derby. If anything's going to be our cup final, it would be that. I mean,
just one quick question: who actually scored for Morecambe?
Oh fuck!
Please don't tell me it was Ayunga. Was it Ayunga?
It was Ayunga. Yeah, Stockton. I thought Stockton would score, but no, it was Ayunga.
Of course, it was a player that left us, who only scored 2 goals for us last season, and he scored against you.
It's just annoying. It's like fucking hell. Come on. Like, have some self-respect, Argyle. Like, genuinely, just have a little bit of self-respect. Like, I know we've got a good defence, but we're starting to get away games so sloppy. And it's sort of like we're expecting to come back. We did it against Oxford. It's like, Ryan, sort that shit out, like, now, before that starts becoming a regular thing.
That's the thing, innit? When you concede first away, it's like it doesn't really matter what team it is. It's just that thing, innit? When you're away from home and you concede first.
I mean, sometimes you'll fight back and you'll get the win, like we did the week before the last away game against Oxford. But it's not always like that. You're not always going to be able to fight back and get the win. So, for example, like this game, it's just it's so frustrating, because it's like, come on, just. Be strong for the first 10 minutes. Because first 10 minutes again. It's like we've got to start away games much better. Look, traveling. That's not an excuse anymore. I mean, the boys have been with Argyle now for 3-4 months now. They know we're traveling a lot. That's not an excuse. I don't see that as an excuse. It's just really sloppy, and it does need cutting out. Unlike Aaron, I can actually sit here and criticize my team, but obviously I like to think that I'm respected in a way that I'm not just going to go, oh fuck me, we were incredible, so unlucky not to win the game. No, we were sloppy at the first 10 minutes, but I suppose Aaron is a bit of a twat, so that makes sense. Where's Aaron? What's Aaron's excuse today? Probably fucking Richie Wellens. Aaron can't be bothered again, or is he completely sacked? He'll be completely sacked at some point soon. But with Bailey's performance on the last show, which I thought was really good, Aaron is literally on the tightest rope there fucking is, I swear. He's not far from a drop. Take the draw and run. Yeah, probably. It's annoying, though. Charlie says ex-Rovers player scoring for Morecambe. Yeah, Ayunga. What a twat. I mean, just defensively, a shambles first 10 minutes. But moving on, Doncaster nearly threw away their win. I suppose good result from They're no longer bottom. They're actually now 23rd. So I suppose Aaron will be fucking jumping up and down with fucking joy at this rate. But Charlie, I don't really care for these teams. I mean, I would have more respect for Doncaster, but Aaron seems to have chucked that away. So what was your view on this? Because I can't really be impartial with Doncaster because Aaron is just annoyed me that much.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, obviously a very good win for them, you know, to score 3 goals. I know, like you said, they nearly bottled it. And it's just the thing is though, like I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I know we bantered Doncaster and well, especially Aaron a lot, but I'm not really surprised that this was the game they won because Cheltenham's away form is awful. Like their away form, their home form's pretty good, but Cheltenham's away form, for whatever reason, is terrible. But you know, it was a good win. You know, 3 different goal scorers as well. And yeah, you know, very good win for them. And it's just Cheltenham's away form though is crap. But you know, they nearly bottled it, but they'd be happy for the win, of course. But I'm not sure if it's just one of those games where if it was like us last season, you know, get a win, but then if you don't go again and get another win, then it's just back to same old, isn't it? So let's see what they can do in their next game, which is on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah, it's something sort of like that, isn't it? I mean, you can win the odd game, but can they consistently do it? I have doubts.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of them. But we'll see. Another good performance, but finally took our chances. Started to panic last 10 minutes after May's goal, but overall good performance, good result. Need to back it up tomorrow. Galbraith is a baller. Aaron behind the parade for being 23rd. Yeah, completely controlled the game until May came on and changed the game. And I suppose that's the issue, and is it's not hard. Aaron, I'll drive Nick Anderton back to Donny if you need a cart horse left back.
Yeah, he's fucking.
I don't want
shit,
Anderton to be back at Carlisle.
Fucking fool.
Win tomorrow takes us 1 point of safety, a game in hand, and only 3 points. Are we all playing tomorrow? Nah, we've got some.
Not everyone. I think there's only like the teams with games in hand. I think there's only like 2 or 3 games.
I haven't covered them. My bad. Donny Cambridge. Oh, my bad. I apologise. I really apologise, guys. That was really unprofessional of me. Shit happens. We'll just skip over that.
You might as well predict it, you know.
Nah, there's no good enough teams playing tomorrow for me to justify us actually bothering. No, they're just the games in hand. Us versus Cambridge and Lincoln against Wigan. Yeah, see, no big teams there really. Well, none that I respect anyway. I don't really respect Wigan.
What about Cambridge?
I quite like Cambridge, but they're not a big team. That's that really. And we all know my thoughts on Doncaster because of Aaron. If Bailey had started the show with us, so you know, like if Bailey had started the season, I might actually have some sympathy and some empathy for Doncaster, like I do with Bristol Rovers. But yeah, no. Moving swiftly on, because that's just upsetting me seeing that badge. Move to Hillsborough, where Sheffield Wednesday were held to a 1-1 draw against Lincoln. Darren Moore's bad start to the season, I think, is safe to say, considering that all their fans were like, "Oh, we're gonna piss the league," and I'm like, "Yeah, back in your box, mate. You're gonna find it a lot harder than you first thought." But really poor at home, being held to a 1-1 draw. Not great.
No, again, it's another draw, isn't it? Another draw. You know, you need to be, if you want to go up, and you know you're a big team. You need to be beating teams like Cambridge away and Lincoln, especially at home. Lincoln at home. I mean, yeah, Lincoln have been really poor, and you know they can't even beat them. So I know it's just inconsistency. Can't seem to get that winning mentality into the players. Obviously, they had a lot of losses last season, but
down in ninth. They're down in ninth.
To be fair, I thought they was a lot lower than that, considering they haven't. apart from the Bolton game they had a few weeks ago at home, they haven't really won a lot since. So, but a draw and just a crap result for them.
Yeah, not overly great. I mean, I keep hearing a lot of Sheffield Wednesday fans not too happy of the slow, boring football under Darren Moore. Do you think Darren might lose his job soon? I mean,
maybe, but if they're still ninth, then they'll give it time. I think it's not like they're where like Donny are or something, or if they're not like bottom half, they're still top half.
Yeah.
I know they've had quite a few draws recently, but I think with it still being tight, I think they'll still give him plenty of games. I think there's no, especially with Wednesday, the amount of managers they've had, there's no point just giving it.
Yeah.
Sacking him now when they're ninth.
Yeah,
it could be
they're only 3 points off the playoffs, aren't they? So
exactly.
I
So
they've got that, haven't they? Yeah, it's still very tight up there. 3 points off the playoffs. He may last, but he does need to improve fairly soon. Because I just feel like the top 5 are sort of just going to run away with it a little bit. I don't know if Oxford will be in there. I think they'll be in and around there, but I don't know if they're gonna. I think Argyle, Wycombe, Wigan, Sunderland, and Rotherham. I think they are running away. I mean, there's already 9 points between us and Wednesday. The same with Wycombe, and then there's 7 points between Wigan, Sunderland, and Sheffield Wednesday. So I do think the top 5 are slowly running away. So it'll be really interesting to see which teams can essentially try and sort of catch up and keep up, really, because I think I look at around there. I mean, Ipswich, Wednesday, Bolton, they're the 3 that are going to be expecting to be up there. Well, they need to catch up pretty fucking quickly because Rotherham are 8 points ahead of Bolton and they're 7 points ahead of Ipswich and 6 points ahead of Wednesday. So for those 3 teams are going to have to catch up pretty fucking quickly to be in with a shout, because I do think unless the top 1 of the top 5 or few of the top 5 go on a really bad run, which I just don't see. I don't see any of them going on a bad run. Of course, they'll lose games. I'm not saying they won't. What I'm saying is I think they'll lose a game, but I think they'll bounce back pretty fucking quickly. So it's about catching them up now and then being able to maintain that. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that happens and what they do, really. The EFL loves its draws. You, Charlie, and Aaron. Where's Aaron at work? Don't know. Don't care. What do you think of Anthony Sarcevic going to Stockport now? I couldn't stop laughing. I really couldn't stop laughing. Bolton fans have treated Sarcevic with such a fucking disrespect. It's unreal. And do you know what? I'm happy for him.
Do you know what happened?
I think he's a Stockport.
Yeah, but do you know what happened? Do you know why he left?
He had a falling out with the manager.
Yeah, exactly. It's like even the Bolton fans, like if that stuff happens, what do you expect? If you have a fallout with the manager, of course you're gonna want to leave, and that's what's happening.
And he left for free. He left.
Yeah,
for
it will
free.
be. Yeah, it will be. It won't be because it's not in the transfer window. So they obviously he obviously cancelled his contract and they just got him on a free, and what a signing for them.
Yeah, I mean Stockport deserve him. I think he's a Stockport lad anyway, or something like that, or has got some love for them because I think I read that somewhere. But no, look, I'm happy for Sars. Hopefully he goes on as a good time. Maybe I don't know how long this has been brewing, but it's ironic that he wanted to see the Argyle away game and then quit straight after. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm reading a little too much into it, but maybe he just wanted to come back to home park for one last time before he went to Stockport, because let's face it, we're probably not going to be facing Stockport for quite some time. So no, look, I'm happy for the lad. So next game we're going to be talking about is in fact Sunderland and their shock defeat to Cheltenham. Sunderland, a team that are going to definitely be up there, and that's why I'm a little annoyed. This exactly is why I'm a little annoyed that we only got a point against Morecambe, as if we didn't, and we got the 2, we'd be 4 points ahead of Sunderland with their 2 games in hand, which is going to be really that could be crucial. So again, more points dropped by Sunderland. We've only really gained a point, which isn't really enough. I mean, it will put us 4 points. If Sunderland win both their games in hand, they go 4 points, and it's just a little annoying. But look, the table isn't finished at this time. It is definitely finished at the end of the season, and we're not even halfway there. I think we've done a third, if that. But Charlton, obviously, they had sacked Nigel Atkins previously. They've went to a Stadium of Light and shocked. I was about to say Adam Johnson again. What's his fucking name?
Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson, that's the one. I don't know why I keep thinking he's Adam Johnson. It's quite disgraceful of me. Maybe it's because he looks like it. I don't know. But Charlton with the win there, though. Good result for them. Well, actually, what a stupid question. Of course, it's a fucking good result for them, considering they're 22nd at the moment. So, of course, it's a fucking good result for them.
Yeah, great result. It's funny, I've seen it online, like all the Sunderland fans are just blaming the ref, which is funny. But
standard Sunderland, that is. Don't take accountability.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even score against like Charlton. I mean, seriously, and they've been on such crap form. Even Accrington scored 3 against Charlton the other day, and then Sunderland can't even score any, and just bottle job Sunderland, isn't it, at the end of the day. Great result for Charlton. Hopefully they can bounce back and get up the table as quick as possible, because they're obviously one of favourites to be in the playoffs at least. And hopefully for their fans' sake they can kick on now.
I've always said about Sunderland, right? I've always said that they're so weird, because when the pressure gets heated up, they crumble. And when I say crumble, I mean they fall off the edge of a cliff. Are you expecting Sunderland to do the same this year? Or is this a different Sunderland? Because, look, for the time they've been in League One, every time the sort of cooker's got a bit hot or the kitchen's got a bit hot, they've melted and have fallen off. Are you expecting similar this season? Or how are we seeing it? Because from what we hear of Sunderland fans, of course, it's a brand new era. We brought in all of these young players, blah, 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 blah. Still run by Lee Johnson, who is the biggest bottler of all time. Like, Jesus Christ. If you want to talk about a manager who's bottled more things in his career, just talk to Lee Johnson. I mean, and his father, to be frankly honest. Them two have bottled more things than I care to imagine. They've bottled more than fucking Pepsi have Pepsi bottles. Like, genuinely.
But to be fair, his dad, Gary Johnson's done pretty well. It's mostly because he got Yeovil into the championship.
He's obviously got a few bits under his belt, but notoriously both of them do bottle on the big occasions. I mean, only he bottled it with Torquay last season in terms of
but that wasn't his fault. That was the ref.
Mate, he should have. Mate, Torquay should have won the league, mate. Genuinely, they were so clear.
Yeah, I mean, but it's
bottles,
you
mate.
could say
Bottles.
that, but
bottlers.
They're the other clubs that were in and around them, pumping loads of money at clubs. Trust me, Torquay. Lee Johnson, Gary Johnson's had what, 4 or 5 promotions.
Yeah. I'm not saying Gary Johnson's a bad manager. I'm just saying he has got a tendency to bottle as well, just like father, like son, really. I mean, Torquay should absolutely have won the National League. I'm not hearing otherwise. They should have won it.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that, but it happens. I mean,
his son, on the other hand, fuck me.
Yeah, but he could have took Bristol City to Premier League loads of times, but like you said, the bottle job is real, especially with him. And then,
I mean, his father bottles like more than Pepsi bottles, but Lee Johnson, he bottles more than Coca-Cola, mate. The whole fucking lot. Like, that man has bottled more things than Coca-Cola. It's a fucking joke. Like, his son. So do you think Sunderland will bottle it this year? I mean, it would be smart money to put it on bottling it. Really, I mean, they have got previous.
I think with the quality they've got in the team, they should even if they nearly bottle it, I still think they will go up in the end. Whether
do you think it'll be via automatic or playoffs?
Probably automatic.
So I know if we think of it, the five at the top of the league at the moment are Argyle, Wycombe, Wigan, Sunderland, Rotherham. Do you expect all five of them to be in and around that area, right?
Yeah, I mean Plymouth. I know, like, you might get angry with this, but I think by the end of the season it'll probably be places. But even it'll still be good.
Well, yeah, but Charlie, I either you don't understand plain English, or the question isn't quite up there. Do you expect all five of them to be in and around that area? Because not all top five can get in the top two spaces, Charlie.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Which means three of them get playoffs. Yeah, we on the same page here. Right, cool.
Yeah.
So let's start again, shall we? Do you expect all five to be up there by the end of the season, in and around that area?
Yes.
Right, excellent. So we're on the same page. Excellent. Which two do you see going up automatically?
Probably Wigan and Sunderland.
Right. And then who do you expect to go through the playoffs? Obviously, at that point, you'd have Argyle, Wycombe, Rotherham, and let's just say Oxford for shits and giggles.
I mean, I was going to say another team.
Well, okay. I'll let you include Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich, or Bolton.
Yeah. If they're probably out either Rotherham or Ipswich, I would expect to win the playoffs.
So I completely disagree. I think Argyle and Sunderland will go up automatically. In either way, I don't. Wouldn't you? Well, no, I mean the fact that Argyle are 14 games unbeaten. If they go on and if we lose, when we lose our next game, if we go on another 14-game unbeaten run, mate, that is automatic playoff sort of form, mate. So that's automatic promotion form. So
that's fair enough.
That's my and every other team.
Bottle things. I'm just saying,
mate. We've never bowled it. Only the
only time last season.
Mate, we didn't bottle it. Did you see our defense? Mate, if we had top 12 last season with
your striker went on a 16 game.
Mate, our striker can score 5 goals a game. If the defense is going to let in 6, then you've got no hope. And don't forget, we let in 6 twice. It wasn't just one game; it was fucking twice. No, we let in 6 against Fleetwood and 6 against fucking Cheltenham at home. It's like. Your strikers can score 5 goals a game if you want, but if the defence is going to let in 6, you've really got no hope of it. Look, we were in such a false position last season. It was fucking unbelievable. Like, genuinely, it was a joke. How the fuck? I think it's more credit to Ryan Lowe that we were even up there at that point. But no, I think the only time we bottled it was a playoff final, and that was with Derek. Derek Adams is notorious for bottling shit. We should have won the fucking league with him, right? But he bottles it on the final day to fucking Grimsby and gives it a Pompey. Of all teams, you absolute Scottish wanker. And then, the season before that, bottles it in the playoff final against fucking Akinfenwa. Like, genuinely, the man's a nonce. Allegedly. I know the first XI all about the allegedly stuff, just in case. But no, Derek Adams is notorious for bottling shit. But Sheridan didn't actually have a team worthy. But no, I think so Argyle will be. I think Argyle Sunderland, or Argyle Wigan. Heck, even Argyle Wycombe wouldn't be a mad shout. And then playoffs, I'm gonna go for Rotherham experience. They know how to get through the playoffs. They've done it multiple times, haven't they? Maybe because his last name is Johnson. Rotherham will definitely go back up, in my opinion. If you go supermarket, see yo-yo, it says Rotherham as they love to yo-yo between Championship League 1. True, it is true. I mean, they are literally the Norwich City of the EFL. But moving on, we've spoken about that for far too long. Probably because I was delaying this, because this is a shit show. Burton under Hasselbank, not the result they would have wanted, especially considering at the start of the day, Burton were 1 point ahead of Oxford. They're 2 points behind now. Not the greatest day for Jimmy and Burton.
Yeah, I mean, it was annoying as well because I nearly got it right. I was only 1 goal away as well, which is frustrating. But yeah, very good
Other
win.
way round, mate.
No, I said 2-1 Oxford.
Not on my fucking paper, you didn't.
Because I got it written down.
No, on my paper. I don't know.
Well, you fucked it right up then.
Nah, we'll get an in. You haven't got the point for it, by the way.
I definitely have.
You definitely haven't on. My paper is the Bible.
Yeah, but
so.
you fucked it up. Can't be doing things like this.
Send me the proof and we'll discuss it.
I'll just show you. Nah,
yeah, but you're mate. I ain't seen that. You're gonna have to clip the other show up and send me your prediction. And VAR may take a while. Are you actually going to the show?
What?
Well, whilst I thought you were getting the fucking show up on last week, the last show
No,
up and going.
I'm just taking a photo of my predictions from last week.
Yeah, but your paper isn't the Bible. My paper is the Bible.
Yeah, but whatever I said, I've read it down, so it's all good.
You could have wrote it down wrong.
But no, it was a good win for them. I expected them to win, and they did. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Burton are quite. I know they're doing quite well, but you never know with Burton. You never know with them, and good win for Oxford.
They're a weird bunch. Not in terms of weird, but they are weird in terms of you never really know. Mustafa says Ed Woodward sack Ollie for fuck's sake. I'm guessing Ollie hasn't been sacked then. That's always good. Got a weekly review show on my channel at 9. I'm hoping to do a weekly review show special where Ollie is sacked and we can just talk about it. It'll be
there
easy.
you go. Even Kenny, I said 2-1 Oxford. So that was
right. But for all we know, you're in a relationship with Kenny, so that's for all we know. But no, bad day in the office for Burton. A good day in the office for Oxford, who are now 6th, 3 points behind Rotherham, and 2 points ahead of MK Dons. And pretty much all of them have got a game to play. So good news for both of them, and all good in the hood there. Moving on to League 2. Aaron, if he arrives, will not be allowed to talk about League 1 because League 1 is now finished. Capished. Done. So that's his fault that he's late by 35 fucking minutes. Moving on, though. Charlie, what the hell happened at the Memorial?
We were shit.
You can say that again.
It's just fucking annoying, man. Really is. It's so annoying. Like whenever we play like a half decent team, like Lincoln, not Lincoln, Leyton Orient, Swindon, Newport.
Yeah.
We just get they just outplayed us. Apart from again Pittman 3 goals in a row. The Port Pie Pele does it again, but everyone else was fucking. It was shit, man. Like we just seem to roll over. Like whenever we concede first, we just fucking collapse, and it happened. And Corsar ex-player who used to play for you, as well as us on loan, Dominic Telford, absolutely gave us a new one and got 2 goals as well. What shambles. We were shit. We were lucky to actually, because we scored just before half time, right? And and then we started well in the second half, but couldn't really break them down. And then it's just shit. I done a video out earlier on, and on my channel. I just want him gone now because it's the inconsistent shit that we're all seeing. You know, he's lost 7 games out of 14. He's lost half of the games this season. And we're meant to be up there, you know? Just shit. I've just had enough of him.
Yeah.
He's just chats so much bollocks. It's unreal. And I'm not... And I'll run, right? I'll run now. Like, Newport, right? We make like every team look good. Like, they had 3 draws in a row. And they come to us and we make them look like they're top of the league. And then next we got Harrogate away, who were like second. We got Forest Green who were top.
They're fifth.
We got Tranmere. We got Port Vale. Fuck, we're fucked, man. We need to get rid of him ASAP.
Okay, so essentially, your next 4 games are against top 8.
Yeah, and essentially we could be getting relegated if we don't get rid of Barton. And I want to bring in Newport's old manager.
What's his fucking name?
Flynn.
Michael Flynn.
Yeah, because he was linked with us before.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Flynn.
Because Barton's just a fucking joke.
Would be a good shout. I can't believe Exeter are 4th. I genuinely can't believe Exeter are 4th. How the fuck that's happened, I don't know. But moving on, Carlisle fucking game. This was talk about Snorefest in Snorefest, an absolute, oh my lord. Carlisle, Carlisle are on the same points. They're 21st and 22nd. Do you hold out much hope for either of these sides? I mean, fucking Mansfield are 23rd. I don't know what the fuck's happened with that.
Yeah, Mansfield's having
but especially Oldham and Carlisle though, mad for them.
Yeah, I mean, Carlisle and Oldham both poor. I can't see much hope for both of them really. To be honest, I thought because we played both of them this season, obviously beat them both, but I think Oldham, if I was to give anyone a chance, like even though there's problems going on at the club, I just think Oldham have better quality of players than Carlisle. Like Carlisle just turned over easily, but both of them are poor. And yeah, what a crap game, 0-0.
Yeah, I mean they're both a point above safety. Mansfield, I fully expect Mansfield to try and sort themselves out. I mean, who's the manager of Mansfield now?
Nigel Clough.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Mad from him.
Yeah.
Was watching the highlights on Quest Saturday and they were talking about Cardiff going for Flynn. Wow.
Jesus, that'd be a jump.
Big jump up. That'd be a big jump up for him. Didn't see I had to be waking up at full time. Yeah, I can imagine. Snorefest galore. Aaron, thoughts on this game?
Move on.
Yeah, pretty much.
With pleasure. Moving on, Exeter got their another win under their belt, this time against Mansfield, which put Mansfield to the relegation zone. No one is going to jump. Is going to jump Scunthorpe, who are bottom of the league with minus 17 goal difference already. But Exeter, though, Charlie, Exeter, they've had a good couple of wins, which has elevated them right up to 4th. That just shows how tight the league is. They are still the draw specialists with 8. They're tied with Leyton Orient as draw specialists. So Orient and City there. But City, another good win. Is this going to be another year where they get playoff spotlight in the final and I can have a good little chuckle to myself live on Sky?
Especially if Plymouth go up as well.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them. I they'll probably be in the playoffs, but whether this is finally their year, I don't know, or whether they're just bottling it again, I'm not sure. But
Charlie, we all know they'll get to the final at Wembley, get thrashed 4-0 by Northampton, and I'll have a right good chuckle to myself.
I think it could be an even better year for Plymouth fans, because imagine Plymouth going up to the Championship and Exeter bottling another final to get into League One.
Yeah, if Argyle go up, I don't really care what City do.
I know, but I mean, Exeter bottling it in the final is good enough for Plymouth fans, but for you to go up another division and be 2 divisions above Exeter as well, I mean, that's going to be even better than any other year.
Yeah, I mean, there is one thing I would say. I think Aaron's obviously pretty annoyed because his team lost one. His team lost 2-1. No, 1-2. His rival team lost 1-1. Yeah. Charlie
trying to banter and then absolutely majorly fucking that up. You mean Aaron's rivals winning 2-1? Jesus Christ, Charlie couldn't get the words out there.
Interesting of me to NIALL.
Interestingly enough, for Exeter, obviously fourth. They're point off automatic. It's far too soon to be talking about any of this, but yeah, it's a bit of a mad one, isn't it, Charlie?
Yeah, but you know that they Exeter and the teams there, they deserve to be where they are because they're hard to beat. I know Exeter might have loads of draws, but they've only lost once, and they've got quite a few wins. So yeah, but I think where the table is now, especially the top two, I think they're probably, unless Forest Green bottle it once again, I think that will probably be the top two, because once a Darryl Clark team gets going and they're hard to beat and they're scoring and they're winning, like he was at Rovers for 2 years when he got us double promotions, then I can't see them bottling it. So I think it'd be Port Vale and Forest Green by the looks of it at the moment.
Northampton always have a good chance getting automatics as well.
Yeah,
don't they? They're normally
a
team that they're normally the team that sort of sneaks in third. That's normally Northampton.
Yeah, to be fair, Northampton this season, Northampton is sort of steadily going about it. Really, not many people are talking about them, but they're on good form. Which I didn't think they would do that well. Obviously, it was just opinion, but fair enough. They're doing well. Be interesting when we play against them. Probably get battered 4-0 if Barton's still in charge.
Yeah, probably. Some comments here. Relegation is possible for Carlisle. Look at Scunthorpe. I'm sure they were a League One team at some point. Both teams' main problem is owners and boards. No investment in their teams. Mansfield will be fine. I think they had key players injured as well. How did United lose 5-0 but Doncaster didn't lose 6-0? Are we in a matrix? Carlisle versus Wrexham in National League next season. Imagine that. I'm going to love that. Yeah, you are. Especially of how you've been talking about Wrexham fans. You're in for a treat next year. Port Vale were my ones to watch start of the season, mainly because of Clark, and second half of last season went on a long unbeaten run. Port Vale are definitely going to be up there. They've got the stadia for League One. Just never really got it going in League Two. They're a good club and they'll be right up there. Forest Green will be up there. Northampton will be up there. Exeter always find a way. Harrogate will be interesting to see if they get up there and then fall to the depths of hell. Swindon. Maybe Hartlepool.
They fucking we'll get on to them in a minute.
We'll get into Swindon. Tranmere you'd expect to get up there. Orient you'd expect to be up there. Bradford you'd expect to be up there. Newport will normally find a way. If they
Rovers
can do
you would
it.
expect to be out there, but because of this fucking
Rovers are
18th, man.
8 points away from playoffs so far. So you're within touching distance.
Still a lot of catching up.
Still within touching distance.
4 points off the relegation zone as well.
I think Salford City will be up there and bottle it. I think that, and also Chris's comment about Scunthorpe.
Salford are 17th.
one place above us, and we got them soon as well.
Congratulations on stupid comment number 1 of the week. Moving on. Talking of Swindon and Bradford. Bradford, obviously, under Derek Adams, had been in some absolutely dire form. Disgusting form under Derek Adams. Swindon had been doing quite well, obviously operating 6th. I think they've been dumped down a few spots because I think Exeter overtook them at the weekend. But no, for Swindon, they have been on a good run. But yeah, that good run was put to an end by Derek Adams. Now, the thing with Derek, and I know from live experience, not that I try to remember it too often, but he normally finds a way when shit hits the fan. It's normally one of these sort of shithousery performances. Charlie, this game, obviously, former, was it Rovers manager or something? I don't know. I know you dislike the Swindon. Yeah, I know you dislike the Swindon manager for some reason. And obviously Derek Adams of Bradford. Did you see this one coming? I know you didn't predict it, but did you think that Bradford at some point were just going to flick a switch and turn it on?
I mean, yeah, but not against Swindon the way they've been. Swindon are still the best team I've seen this season, the way they play football. But do you know what? Fair play to Adams, because he made a shitload of changes. He gave Theo Robinson and Colin Lavery their first starts, both scored. And
he's got Keelan Lavery at fucking Bradford.
Yeah, they signed him on a free.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Released. I like that lad. Why has he gone and done that to himself?
Yeah, but to be fair, he's hardly played.
Mate, Keelan Lavery was on loan at us from Sheffield Wednesday. It was back when we were shit under. I think it was under Sheridan. You know.
He's been on loan at so many teams. He was at Sheffield United.
He's a quick
Portsmouth, Plymouth.
He's everywhere. A quick little fucker. He is. He's a quick one. Yeah. That's for sure.
I think he was at us at one point. I can't remember whether it was the same Lavery, but
probably not.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, Charlie, carry on, mate.
Yeah, to be fair, Bradford started well. They got early goals, and I fear Robinson scored a cracker as well for the third. And yeah, off day for Swindon, but fair play for Bradford for starting well, and fair play for Adams, because honestly, I looked at the Bradford team before the game, because I know they got absolutely smashed by Hartlepool at home, didn't they? And all the fans were livid, and he made so many players, dropped big names out the team, and yeah, fair play. Adams masterclass, and they'll obviously be hoping to get on a better run now, because they, like you said, they've been crap, but good win for them.
Yeah, Derek normally does that. I've seen it with us where he's made 5-6 changes, pulled out. It's normally when he's close to losing pretty much the support of every single fan in the stadium.
Yeah,
it will normally then just make hostile changes, pick up a win, and then everyone's like fucking on the Derek Adams banter bus again. It's like, for fuck's sake. But yeah, Aaron, thoughts on this game?
I predicted the right scoreline, just the wrong way around. Yeah, it was a decent win for Bradford. I think that, there were a few of their players that were stand out, and from the highlights that I saw from Quast, it was the goals were, Swindon could have done a lot better with the goals they conceded. They could have been preventable to some extent, but in terms of form, hopefully this gives Derek Adams a way back into saving his career at Bradford. As for Swindon, hopefully this is just a blip in their race for the top 7, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and Bradford are only, 3 points off the playoffs? So
that's not bad.
Even that is just League 2 for you. Theo Robinson
shouldn't be in League 2.
Theo Robinson was born offside him. Always had one good game out of 10 at Donny, but somehow he's scored goals regularly in League 2. Maybe just League 2 is his level. Finally, Zach Clough deserves better than Carlisle. Even he can't believe what he's playing for. Quality win for Bradford. Not gonna lie, I got the siders out for Carlisle being out the relegation zone, if you get my sense of humour. Absolutely. Moving on. to the next game, and I think it was our last game that we covered, which was Forest Green Rovers versus Salford. Salford having an almighty shit show as the start of the season goes. Charlie, Forest Green Rovers, we've spoken about already, or touched on them, about if they'll bottle it again. They're 5 points clear of second, and they're 7 points clear of the playoffs, as in Exeter. This has got to surely be the year the Forest Green Rovers finally make their way out of League Two, surely.
Yeah, I mean, you would think so. Their team, the way they play is quality. Great team. Didn't really make many changes, and they've just carried on from the good form from last season. But do you know what? It was such a weird game because people would be thinking that Forest Green battered Salford. They didn't. Salford battered Forest Green first half. They went 1-0 up early. I've seen the highlights. They should have had about 3 or 4 goals, Salford, in the first half. But what happens if you don't take your chances against the best teams when they're not playing well, and then you play shit second half? That's what happens. Forest Green luckily got a bit lucky, but like any good team will do, if they played bad the first half, they'll definitely play better the second half, and good win for them.
Well, didn't play better in the second half. It was played better in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, or last 20 minutes. But, but all I'm going to say is we've got them in, I think, about 3 weeks' time away. Forest Green. I'm not looking forward to that. Fucking hell.
My God!
I say if Barton's, even if Barton ain't here, it's going to be a tough game.
This could end up being over the halfway mark in terms of goals if Bristol Rovers don't turn up with the right mindset. This could end up being 5-2.
Aaron, mate, we're not as bad as you, right? We have conceded 6 twice this season.
Don't put it past. Forest Green are top of the league by quite a margin, and you guys are struggling right now. So don't put it past that you couldn't lose 6-0, because it can happen.
Aaron, mate, just behave, right?
You want Barton out, so if Barton stays, there is a chance you'll get demolished if you don't turn up focused.
Well, hopefully he's gone.
And if not,
well, if honestly, like before you come on, I was chatting to Noah about our fixtures, right?
Yeah,
our fixtures, we're basically playing all of the top 8 in the next 5 or 6 games, right? I can't see us winning any of them. So it'll even be a tough one. If he's still here within the next month, I'll be very, very pissed off with our board.
Didn't he mention something strange in his last interview?
Yeah, he mentioned the Holocaust.
I didn't want to say it because it was too...
He's a fucking idiot. He just needs to go. I don't know.
Hold on. He did what?
After the game, he mentioned how crap the players were whenever they turn up, and he mentioned the Holocaust.
In what sort of context did he mention the fucking Holocaust? A time where a load of Jews were literally gassed to death by Hitler. In what context did he use the Holocaust in a football press conference? Enlighten us.
Not even Richie could say that.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I can't even remember in what way he said it. I just wanted to forget about it because I'm listening to this shit even before the game.
And it was Holocaust.
And he brings that up after we just got done 3-1 at home, against fucking Newport, and then. Oh, it's just I don't know. If you want to see it, just go and watch it. I can't remember in what way.
I don't think I want to watch it. I think I'm
just so fucking pissed off.
Yeah, I just an FYI, I'm not watching an interview where your manager mentions an act where a lot of Jews were assassinated and gassed to death by fucking Adolf Hitler in any sort of way. He brought that up in a football press conference. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
He's mentioned
mentioned that. It's himself. He did this.
He's mentioned church, and now he's mentioning the fucking Holocaust. What's he gonna do next? Mention Saddam Hussein?
Joey Barton's gonna need a prayer where he's going.
What is he gonna do when we go to one of the highest scoring teams in the league away on Saturday at Harrogate? Their last home game, they scored 6. What's he gonna say when we lose 4-0? A few days before my birthday, when Barton just fucking ruins my whole week, and I thought we played well first or second half. We won 1-0.
But the Holocaust affected our second half performance. But moving swiftly on before we get this channel cancelled for the love of life. One moment.
If you ever speak to Barton, tell him to take a lot of crack cocaine.
Finishing up. Crack cocaine, Jesus Christ. As you can see quickly, the table says Charlie is top of the league. I am second. Aaron is third, or last, as you would say. Before you do go, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. As always, if you are new to the channel, check out the socials. The first XI on pretty much all socials. You can find me on Twitter at NIALL_PAFC, and you can find me on my YouTube channel, Let's Talk Premier League. I'll be live at 9 p.m. doing the weekly review show or the Ollie Sachs show. God knows what I'm going to be doing. Something like that. Charlie, where can they find you?
One Rovers Vlogs on YouTube and at One Rovers Vlogs on Twitter. But should we quickly do the predictions?
No, because I haven't got time.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, One Rovers Vlogs.
Aaron, where can they find you? I've literally got a show in 2 minutes on Munsey Talks Football. So, Aaron, where can they find you, mate?
Find me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner, Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official, YouTube Pro Football DRFC and Coast to Chow. Hopefully we get the win tomorrow night against Cambridge in the league. And Charlie, tell Joe Barton to take loads of crack cocaine to his interview because he clearly doesn't speak any sense.
Bye, guys.